Right, Liam.
Right, Lee.
How are you doing, kiddo?
Yeah, sound mate, yeah, good.
We're here in the big office.
Yeah.
Just been sorting out the final details for your fight on the 18th, mate.
Yeah, I have, yeah. I've just been down here signing my contract with Steve, getting everything in order for this weekend, yeah.
Well, we're just going to have a little chat about, you know, your career. You've been with Steve for a while now. 3 years you've been pro.
Yeah, 3 years.
But
Yeah.
only 9 fights.
Yeah, just the 9 fights, yeah, you know, it's not a lot. But I've had, had a few little niggling injuries. Just the general things, hands, elbow, bad back, but
you've worked around all them now.
Yeah, I've found ways and methods to train around it, obviously I wear certain things for my hands, I do certain stretches for my elbow, I've eliminated some of the high impact training for my back, gone more to the pool, more to...
Well, it's working because you haven't been injured now.
No.
Since I come and watch you down at Robin Park, which was almost a year ago, you've actually been fit for every fight. It's just that the fights have not happened, that's all.
That's the thing, I've been in the gym constantly, I've only been having 2 weeks out of the gym after every fight. So I've been learning, like I say, I train with John Case, who just fought for a British title, Warren Tanzer, we're all learning together and pushing each other on for each of our fights, so it's good, yeah.
Well, I mean, last time out you won your bronze, was it light welterweight Masters title? And it was a cracking performance against Darren Usher. And we were just talking, weren't we? I mean, the kid's mental, really, because he'd fought a good lad prior to that. I think he was 6, he'd had 8 fights when he met you, 6 wins.
Just before, and he got beat on points with him, and then I fought him. Like I say, we know what happened, the stops in
destroyed
there. Yeah, and then he fought on middleweight then.
Next fight for a bronze.
For a bronze middleweight.
Yeah, middleweight title.
It's like 3 weights above, and he only got beat by 1 point. So he's getting him with a big middleweight, and I stopped him at light welterweight.
Which is good.
And he wasn't weight drained when I fought him, so it's mad. I couldn't really believe him.
I think that's what made people sit up and notice a little bit there, because like I say, he'd just done, was it 6 and 8 rounds once with Mitch Butland, and I can't remember the other kid, but another good kid.
So he's, he mixed with good company, he'd been beat by good lads. So getting in there, I expected a good tough fight. And the first round he did make it tricky, I did work him out, and then the second and third, I thought I got to him quite well and finished the fight well.
And the referee, he had to step in.
His gum shield was out of his mouth. He was
proper. He spoke to me afterwards and he said that he wasn't expecting that at all from you. Because if you look at your record as well, you're not a massive knockout merchant.
On paper, if you look at that, I can't punch because I fought journeymen who just wanted to survive. I fought Donchev just before that, and I had him down 3 times.
Plus you turned pro at 19.
Yeah,
a kid, weren't you?
I was a young kid. I'd not matured. I was walking around at 10 stone, fine at 10 stone. Now I'm strong at the weight. I've matured, and I'm still maturing. Again,
as we were talking before, I said physically, you're a much bigger person than you were when I met you a year ago. And you like say you're making weight easier now, and it seems like everything's going your way. Now we've got the show on the 18th. What song are you coming out to then? Because it's Manchester Sound.
Well, it started a couple of weeks ago on Twitter. Steve was mentioning songs for certain people, and Love Will Tear Us Apart came up for me. And
it's got the gigs in it.
So it kind of stuck. So it seems to be that. I'm going to be walking out.
It's going to be a top night. What's John coming out to?
Pardon?
Because John's fighting on the same show, isn't he?
I'm not too sure. He has mentioned something by the Smiths. I'm not sure.
Charming Man or something like that.
Something like that knowing him, but it's Smiths that's coming out to.
Right, well, if you win this fight, which we hope you will be, and we'll be chatting we'll be 9-0 then, won't we?
10-0.
10-0, sorry, 10-0.
10-0.
What's next for you?
It's got to be titles, hasn't it? It's got to be a recognised title, either Central area in English, an English title eliminator. I'd be happy with that. Just like I say, another step up. From this fight.
I was speaking to Darren, and he was saying he was holding you back because you wanted this long time ago.
I was only 19 when I first turned professional. I had to learn my trade, not just in the ring but in the gym as well. you know, going around sparring, having hard, tough spars and learning stuff on the bags, and I think I've learnt that now, and I think I'm ready to go.
Well, I think that demonstrates it. Again, the other kid you fought, the lad from Scotland, when I first watched it, I can't remember his name. He was a really good amateur, and he come out, he rocked you in the first, I think 30 seconds, got you with a, because it was he a southpaw?
He was a southpaw, I got changed last week, like a couple of days notice, so I just had to find my bearings, but then, like I say, I dispatched him in the second round, didn't I? So.
Yeah, it was a body shot, I think, that finished him.
Left up to the head, wasn't it? I think. Put him down, left up to the head. He got up and I just...
it was an impressive performance again, mate, so... I think you're going to be a bit like young Josh Warrington, you know.
Hopefully, yeah.
No stoppages early on, and as he starts moving up in class, then they're coming, because he's coming to fight.
Yeah, because I mean, even as an amateur, you know, I'd stop people through my speed and through the amount of shots I throw. I think now I can still put that many shots together, but there's more venom in them, you know, more power. So I think it's going to start coming out, especially when the opponent's going to come looking to win. You know, my opponents now they've got ambition themselves, so
without a doubt. So
there's going to be gaps there for me to capitalise on.
Well, I don't think you've really had. You've always had a good opponent in every one of your fights. It's always been a step up. You've never had a step.
I think Steve managed it perfectly, to be honest with you. The way he's managed my last 4 or 5 fights, I think he's done it bang on. You know. Well, I don't think I've been massively looked after, but you know, he's managed my career correctly. Like I said, I was a kid when I turned over, so I fought the average journeyman, and then I just stepped up nice.
Where you're training at, you know, when you think about it, it's all new. To both you, to Darren, to, you know,
we're all just learning
and you've took it to, you know, you're all champions, and in your gym now. I think you're all learning off one another, and you've got a great coach in there, and you can add something different because you could all box. You all have those technical skills. But I think Darren brings that bit of spite to the table.
Progression, moves the head and different ways of moving your feet, angles, and it's working out perfectly for me.
Well, as I was saying to you earlier on, you know, when I was a kid and I was boxing, I even though Darren's younger than me, every time we boxed on the show, everyone was, McGarrett's on there, McGarrett's on there, and when people were trying to describe Ricky Hatton early on in his career, the way they described it was he's like a young Darren McGarrett, you know, so without a doubt.
Yeah, it's good,
And if he would have got, you know, the chance to put it on the scene, I think
it's a shame,
you know, it's very, very hard to say anyone would be a world champion.
Of course, but
I'm pretty sure he would have been.
He wouldn't have been far, would he?
No. So I think you got a great coach there and teacher in there, and great contact with him. You know, he was, and John's looking to get back on the big scene again himself.
He's got a warm fight on this show, so it's been good that we've done the camp together, you know. So I think it's the first time like me and John have done a camp together and we're pushing each other all the way, you know, on the track, in the gym, so it's been good.
Well, he's got that experience now, that's going to help you as well.
So I'm watching him do what he does, and I'm learning, you know, how to get ready for a 10-round fight, and it's good.
Well, it's like we were saying before, there's some people, no matter how fit or how much, it's that 10 round and 8 round and 12 round fights, they're not just a physical thing, it's a mental thing. And some people, no matter how hard they train or how dedicated they are, they just can't make it. And I think by watching the way John has gone from being a 4 or 6 round fighter to being a championship fighter now, and you see how he's doing it with ease over the space of his first one, what was it, 18 months ago when he fought for the English title, to when he fought again for the British title against the same opponent, the massive change was phenomenal. And I said I've seen that in yourself, because you've gone from being a skinny kid to being, you know, like I just looked at you before this morning, you look a bit like Skeletor now, but on the day of the fight you're going to be a big light welterweight.
I'm quite big for the weight, you know, I've always been quite tall for 10 stone, and now, like I say, I'm growing into the weight a little bit as well. So
what do you think on the day of the fight you're going to be stepping in? Probably 11 stone plus, maybe?
Yeah, probably about 11 stone, I think, so I'm looking forward to having a few carbs, to be honest with you.
Right, listen, good luck for the 18th, and we'll see you afterwards. Hopefully, 10-0, mate.
Yeah, definitely,
See you later, mate. Bye.